Kicker versus puncher. The purpose of the drill is for you guys to incorporate blocks and then surprise somebody with grabbing the kicks. I'm punching and he's kicking. I'm blocking and blocking and blocking so that I can get my punches off. Yeah, just keep flowing. It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to hold one. Keep the pace moderate. Mix in your blocks and your grabs so that after we can cover all the punches into the grabs and then striking off your grabs. The goal is to catch the kicks. People throw kicks differently if they think that you're going to catch them, though. If I know you're catching all my kicks, I'm flicking my kicks a lot differently. Instead of throwing those big, heavy round kicks, I'm throwing them at different angles and I'm throwing them at different parts of your body. The reason that we spar and block the kicks and then surprise them with the grabs is to be unpredictable so that you're getting an honest kick from them instead of something that's snappy and jabby and quick on the retractions. You can catch good heavy kicks because people are laying them into you. But when they are too fast on the retraction, when they jab the teeps too much, or they snap and flick the roundhouse kicks, it's very difficult, nearly impossible to catch them. Definitely hard to hold on to. When you're being the puncher, if you're coming with a lot of pressure, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to block the kicks that are coming in. Playing the timing game, being a little bit more elusive and countering with your punches is a little bit better of a game to play in the sparring and oppositional phase. Being the pressure puncher and fighting Muay Mat like that is going to be very hard for you to catch kicks. Especially different grabs like sandwiching front kicks, under grabs and cross grabs. The over grabs you can get a lot more because they're going to hit you and then you're going to trap on top of them. But to get some of the other grabs is going to be a lot more difficult when you're being forward pressure like that. 4 grabs that I give are based on arm positions and the type of kicks that you're defending against. So against round kicks, you have over grabs, you have under grabs, and you have cross grabs. The other reason that I make you guys layer them in after you're blocking is because without Dutch blocks, you're going to have the wrong kind of mechanics to drop your hands out for under grabs and cross grabs. You need to have the backboard there for them in case the kick gets through and you miss the grab, you still have hands up to block something. First one is a basic over grab against round kicks to the body. Super staple in Muay Thai. You step over, you take the sting off, and then you get the over grab. The drill will be for him to kick me in the body, and I'll just be checking until it's time to step over and grab the leg. The other thing I want you guys to start looking at is after you step over, grab the leg, lift it a little bit, lean back, not too far, because I want you to lean in case they swipe at you, try to hit you or grab your head, and then I want you back in to be striking. Use your 1 through 8s and also the same multiplication table of movement mentality where every grab will have this and I can hit him with a cross or an uppercut or an overhand while I hold his leg, okay. But also understanding the mechanics and the timing of, okay, I'm going to grab him, I'll lean, and then I'll hit him with 3s. I'll hit him with jabs. I'll be able to drop his leg and hit him too. Before he gets his leg down to recover, I'm already hitting him. Okay, so yeah, grabbing and holding it while you hit him, okay, can do. All right, but also getting into the place where we're going to grab the leg. I'll maybe throw it away and hit him with hooks, with uppercuts, overhands. Maybe I'll spike his leg. Okay, so I'll give you all different variations of what to do with it after those grabs. When you throw the leg across, hollow out. So you have two options when you're going to throw the leg away. You can catch and hollow out and throw it away. And when you're striking, you can do two options. You can run them into something. So I'll throw it away and have them run into something. Or I'll turn them backwards and kick them in the back. Big scores. When you're throwing them into something, you're doing a lot of damage when you kick into them. When you kick them in the back, you're doing a lot of dominance. For you at a higher level, when somebody throws your leg away like that, your job should be to get your leg back over this side and check. The other overgrab that I like to use is off of the check. So when he kicks me, I'll check. And he kicks me, I'll pull it off my check. So instead of taking it in my body and having to step over, I'll hold my ground, I'll check, and I'll pull it off the check. You're basically going to pinch his leg on here and slide it up your hip and pull up. I like to play it off the low kicks better. I'm checking the low kicks and pulling it off the leg. Okay? So head kicks, no go.
If you knew they were going high, you would.
If I knew they were going to kick me in the head, I would just keep my hands up or Dutch block it, lean backs, all those other options. The other option that you have when you make the grab is to spike it. So I'll pull and spike his leg. Okay, so you have the two options after you make that grab. You can throw his leg away this way, or you can make the grab and pull him and spike his leg. Be very careful that you're not pulling him on top of you. Especially for Muay Thai, he can land forward and like be elbowing straight in, and you're going to be falling into. Okay, so make sure you pull him off to the side when you do that. The way I like to do it is slide it down into my hand and pull him. One strike. One strike, one step. That's the rule of thumb. Depending on different sanctioning bodies, they'll let you hold it and hit and give it like one step for attempting the sweep. Some promotions, some sanctioning bodies, they'll let you have up to 3 steps depending on where you are. But general rule of thumb, one strike, one step. If you can get it in one strike and one step, then when you get 3, it's like fucking bonus. Just a little key for that. When he kicks me low, I'm almost like hooking it with my foot and holding on to it. You can pull it up a little bit. Play it off the high kick. Dutch block. It's not going to matter what side. Go ahead. I Dutch block. Okay? You have under grab from the Dutch side. This one does the block. This one drops out. And I sandwich. I want to catch it and keep it in this crevice right here of my elbow. I can lift it really high. When it comes to dumping somebody, that catch is one of the best ones. I'll be hitting, there's less stuff to transition to. The lifting it part is the bonus of that. So when I catch the under grab, this elbows here, knees here, no problem. Okay? Hitting him here. But the lifting him to be able to dump him part is the real attribute of catching on the under grab. Because when you catch him on the over grab, I can only lift it so high. Then my shoulder runs out of lift, my armpit's in the way. But when I'm this way, I can lift it all the way over my head really high, and it's almost inevitable that even just lifting it high enough is going to make him fall down. So when I can catch it and hit him and lift it way up, drag his head, accelerate with my foot, it's a big advantage. One of the other downsides to having the under grab, besides that you're exposing the head a lot, if you don't have a good Dutch block and a good strong block on this side, you can get kicked in the head very easy. Obvious. Okay? There's a lot less to be able to transition to from there. When I catch the over grabs, I can transition. I can throw his leg away. I can spike his leg down. I can bring it to my other hand. I can do all these other transitions. And the same thing goes when I catch him on the under grab. I can pull this over. I can transition hands easier. I can be here and throw him away easier. But when I catch on the under grab, I have a lot less options. So the big advantage is the lift, being able to hit him and dump him. The third grab for the roundhouse kick is very similar. Still play it off your Dutch block, except instead of dropping your back hand out, you're dropping your front hand out and you're making the cross grab. Also, extremely important to note that you need to be pulling the leg across. So hollowing out and dragging that leg through is paramount. Okay? You'll also end up on the back side of your opponent. Okay? When he kicks, I'll Dutch block, no problem. Catch it and pull it. Same thing. Pull to my hip, lift and lean back. You can do it on the other foot too. It works fine. This, and then pull it through. Now you're here. Same thing. Make the grab, pull it through, set up the strike. The last grab is the sandwich grab. The sandwich grab comes off the teep. Doesn't matter what hand you have on the top and what hand you have at the bottom, but you make like a big Scooby-Doo sandwich and then you squish it. Okay, big sandwich and squish it. The key is when you make the grab, you have to move the kick off your center line. If you keep the grab here and keep it on center, he re-teeps and then you're gone. Okay? So as soon as you make this grab, you pull it towards whatever hand's on the bottom, and then he could re-kick all he wants, but he's going to be missing your center. Okay? If I catch this side, I pull to this side. So whatever hand's on the bottom, that's where I make the pull to. Whatever hand's on the bottom, that's where I can make the pull to. The other question people ask me, can I catch it with one hand and do it like this? Yes, you can, but if he teeps you up high in the face, you want this to be happening. So I'm making, like I said, a big sandwich and then closing it. Okay, just like I would do the scoop and bring it in front of my face, down and like this. If I scoop like this, I could get away with it. But if he brings the kick up too high, then I'm getting kicked in the mouth. No good for me. All right. The other thing is that if I catch like this, he can just pick his leg up easy and pull it off. Okay, so he can unhook his leg so easy. Not good. By the time I'm getting here, I'm pulling him. I'm keeping him off balance. I'm lifting and dragging him. Okay? Again, important to make sure that when I lift and pull him, I'm not pulling him on top of me. You guys have the same kind of things that you can do with the leg that you did with the roundhouse. Once I'm here, I can throw it away off to the side, or I can spike it. Doesn't matter. But same thing, grab, pull to the side, and hit him. All right? If you notice, whichever grab you've made, except for on this, you end up on your hip, all the endings are very similar. So when you start making these things into layers and you start chaining techniques along with it, start saying it's not going to matter how I grab, or if I grab and transition my hands to somewhere else, I can put these guys in the same ending and then attach the moves that I like. Same thing when we talk about hand transitioning. I can catch here and transition hands. I could catch here and transition hands. Okay, so if I like the endings from the cross grab where I got the guy on this side, okay. If I like the endings where I'm on this side, like the over grab, okay. It starts to give you some options to open up and start exploring.